as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have the ball first. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Here comes the heat. Finds the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. The Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, that's when the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Tigers are marching down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bryant. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hooks. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. It's complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quick catch on third down. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Offense lining up quickly. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good.
Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Big guy smells it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Back swinging to the goal line. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down.
Touchdown, Memphis! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He wants to throw it again. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Memphis will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Off the play fake. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Completes it in the middle. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Memphis. He got a step and just dusted the field. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Thanks to grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gamecocks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Here we go, here we go. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
South Carolina, 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Longo. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hooks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the pressure. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's a heat. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gives it on the option. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Makes the grab. It's Hooks.
Great job by the receiver in catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Let's see what they've got on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Johnson looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hooks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the red zone, looking for a space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got his man. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fired in there, but incomplete.
But you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He's got it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, he makes the catch. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now. They're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. After run, now throw. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play.
Turning it off! Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the passing because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking for a huge play. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
35, South Carolina, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with the huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking to throw again. Quick strike complete. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They go to the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
14.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
He'll start this drive firing. Hit as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are